there's been a lot of speculation about teams relocating, Jacksonville, Minnesota. Being from Toronto, we've had Buffalo play there a few times, and there's been speculation about Buffalo moving to Toronto. I just want to get the owner's perspective on playing the games in Toronto. And Mark, just for the record, we have a stadium, retractable roof. So also strong market and strong Jewish community. So
it's a great community, Toronto.
I think you found your vice president of sales.
You know, speaking with the Vikings side, I mean, we're focused on our solution. The Minnesota fans are great, and we're going to get a solution in Minnesota. I mean, that's where our heads are at, and that's where our priorities, and that's really where it's at.
It's not like it's warmer weather in Toronto.
That's right.
You're not getting a better deal out of that.
It's pretty cold in Minnesota.
My name is Lenny Kirshen. I'm from Los Angeles. I wanted to hear your take on the status of bringing a team to Los Angeles.
Lenny, I actually spoke to Tim Leiweke 2 nights ago. For those of Tim is the CEO of Anschutz Entertainment, and Phil Anschutz and Tim have been our partners in soccer for the last 15 years, and I can tell you they're working extremely hard on bringing it there. And I think from the league's perspective, we want to see a team in Los Angeles. It's an extremely important market. You think about it, it's the entertainment capital of the world, and yet our country's #1 sports entertainment product isn't there. And the reason it left back in the mid-90s was that you didn't have suitable venues and you didn't have suitable infrastructure around the team. And I think that with the Farmers Field deal and that location, and I want to be clear, I'm only speaking from the Patriots' perspective. There are 32 people, each with individual votes, but that is a very real, very financeable plan with a group that's proven that they know what they're doing. And, you know, hopefully sometime in the not too distant future, there'll be a team playing in LA. And the one other selfish thing from the league perspective is we need more great Super Bowl sites, and Los Angeles would be a wonderful place to hold a Super Bowl or Super Bowls.
And do you anticipate that that'll be a team that'll move here, or a brand new franchise?
Well, I don't think the league's talking about expansion, so.
All right, you're our winner because you get the last question. I'm sorry for those of you in line. I've been instructed, and I just...
Now, you gotta let the guy behind, because you just know, you with the white shirt, you gotta let both of them ask.
Okay, all right.
Because the white shirt, that was a look of pain, I saw that. Jewish mother guilt, now you're Patriots back there. Come up, and I'll stop.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm here also representing the National Young Leadership Cabinet of JFNA. And my question to you is, I wondered what you think was more difficult, owning a team or raising Jewish children in a very privileged world, and what were the greatest challenges in each of your roles in those positions?
Wow. Hunt.
You know, they're both very challenging. They're both very challenging. You know, what we said back in the beginning about being part of something greater than yourself, I think that's kind of the lesson we're trying to teach, both in the locker room and at home. It's very hard. I mean, they're both very different, and not having reached the pinnacle in the one area yet, I can't speak to that fully yet, but I think with the raising of children and setting the example, I think that is a constant effort. I don't think it ever ends. And again, getting back to the theme of what we're about here, is if we can all commit to each other, as I'm going to do, and I always try to do, is to do one more thing in the next year, in the next month, in the next week, to help others, to do something greater than ourselves, whether that's go to Israel or doing Purim baskets for soldiers as I've done with my kids, or visiting an elderly home. Those are the lessons that it's hard work. I think winning in football is hard work. And winning and getting your kids to grow up the right way is hard work, and a lot of it, there's the bounce of the ball too. You can't control everything, but it takes hard work and there's no easy answers. I know it's a very tough question, but that was my stab at it.
I think each are very challenging. It's a great question. I think each are very challenging, but in the football side, it's a business relationship. You can lay down rules. If people don't follow them, you can say goodbye to them. And you can communicate how you feel. And on the off-field stuff, Mark's 100% right. On-field, so many factors that nobody controls go into the ultimate success of your team on the field. But off the field, I think it's not much different than managing other businesses and trying to do the things in the community and make sure you're doing all the intangible things that you can do. It's hard work and you have to pay attention. I think raising kids, especially maybe, Mark's kids I don't think live in Minnesota, which is probably a bit of a help. I have 3 relatively young kids, and I do think about that a lot, and there are external forces on them that people say things to them, and I think you work hard at just explaining to them that they're their own person and that people are going to say things because they hear things other kids, and you got to learn how to tune it out. But to me, that's a much more challenging piece of it, and it is something that my wife and I think about and focus on a lot, and I'm not sure until they're each about 30 that we're going to feel like we've achieved it.
Herschel. The music.
No, you gotta let the guy ask his question. You gotta let the guy ask his question. You can't
Test
make
1, 2, there we go. Herschel Cohen, Tucson, Arizona. My question is, how do you feel about the football being made from pigskin?
We got the shofar on the helmet. I can't control everything.
Herschel, great question. I don't have the answer, but it's a great question.
Just no pigs and blankets in the owner's box, right? We want to thank you both. This has really been wonderful.